Hello everyone, welcome to the video on solving multi-step equations. All right, so you've probably done one and two-step equations, and I'm going to run through the steps with you, listening them, and then show you a couple examples, and then have you all try a couple. So, step one, get rid of grouping symbols. Most of the time that's going to be parentheses, but sometimes it's going to be fraction bars. All right, number two, simplify. Means combine like terms. All right, and step three is going to be get x by itself in the reverse order of operations. Doesn't have to be x, it can be any variable. Get x by itself in the reverse order of operations. All right, so let's do example one. All right, so example one here doesn't have any kind of grouping symbol, so you don't have to worry about step one. We can go to step two, combine like terms. So I'm going to combine the 9x with the minus 7x. Notice I'm looking at the sign in front of the 7, not this plus sign. And for the 9, I look at the sign in front of the 9. So 9 minus 7x, it's going to be 2x. And then I'm going to combine the plus 1 with the minus 5. So positive 1 minus 5. So that's a negative 4. So 2x minus 4 equals negative 20. All right, so now, looking at the left side of the equation, I've got 2 times x, so I have multiplication, minus 4, I have subtraction. Now, order of operations says to do multiplication before subtraction, but when you solve equations, you do it in the reverse order of operations. So instead of tackling the multiplication and then the subtraction, you reverse it. All right, so I need to get rid of minus 4, so we do the opposite, plus 4. Always do the opposite to get rid of it. So now I have 2x equals negative 16. And now I have 2 times x. Well, the opposite of times is divide. So now I divide by 2 to get rid of the 2. All right. The 2's cancel out. I have the x. And negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8. All right. So remember, you can always plug your answers back in the equation to check it. We'll work on a check step at some point. All right, next problem. This one does have parentheses. So step one, get rid of the grouping symbols, which means I'm going to have to distribute here. So the left side, nothing happens to it. 91 equals, so now I have to do negative 7 times 3a and negative 7 times negative 1. So negative 7 times positive 3a is negative 21a. And And then negative 7 times negative 1, negative times a negative, that's positive 7. All right, so we've taken care of step 1. We got rid of grouping symbols. Step 2, combine like terms. There are no like terms on this side. They have to be on the same side. When we say combine like terms, we're talking about things that are on the same side. So we do not want to combine the 91 with the plus 7 and make that 98. They are not on the same side of the equation, so that's not combining like terms. All right, step 3, get x by itself. So now, this case A is on the right side of the equation, not even looking at the 91, looking at the right side of the equation. I have negative 21 times A, I have multiplication plus 7. Order of operations says multiplication comes before addition, but when we're solving equations, we do it in the reverse order of operations. So to get rid of plus 7, we do the opposite, minus 7. So now we have 84 equals negative 21A. So now it's negative 21 times A. It's times, so we divide to get rid of multiplication. It's the opposite of multiplication. Divide both sides by negative 21. And this becomes negative 4 equals, the negative 21s cancel out. We have A remaining. A equals negative 4. All right. So if I'm going to do a check step, this is what I was talking about a moment ago. I'm going to do a check step for this problem. I'm going to take my answer for A and I'm going to plug it back in. So everything else stays the same. So we have 91 equals negative 7 parentheses 3 times, I'm going to put 3 parentheses negative 4. Otherwise, it might look like 3 minus 4. Now it's clear that it's 3 times negative 4. All right. So a check step, I've got to make sure left side, which is 91, equals right side. So I'm going to have to do my work on this side to get the answer. You can always just plug this side into Desmos, and if it equals 91, you're good. If it doesn't equal 91, you're not. But I'm going to go ahead and go through the process. Inside the parentheses, we have to multiply first. So 3 times negative 4 minus 1. Inside the parentheses still, negative 12 minus 1. And then we would multiply negative 7 times negative 13. And we get 91 on the right side. And we already had 91 on the left side. And it works out for us. All right. So take a moment. Solve number 3. All right, let's see how you guys did. So first step is get rid of parentheses. So that means I have to distribute this number in front. So that's negative 5 times all of this. So I've got to do negative 5 times that. That makes that a little bit messy. Let's do it underneath. Negative 5 times 3m and negative 5 times 10. So I'm not doing anything to the 4m. There's nothing in front of it. Negative 5 times 3m, it's negative 15m. Negative 5 times 10, negative 50. Nothing happens to the right side. All right, so we got rid of grouping symbols. That's step 1. Step 2 is combine like terms. So I see a term here that has an m in it. See another term that has an m in it. So I combine them, 4m minus 15m, get a negative 11m minus 50 equals 126. All right, we've done step 1, got rid of parentheses, slash grouping symbols. Step 2, we combine like terms. Only if they're on the same side. I did not combine the negative 50 with the 126. There's an equal signs separating them. I cannot combine left side with right side. So now we have to get m by itself. So I see negative 11 times m minus 50. Again, over operation says multiply then subtract, but when you solve, you reverse it. So I need to get rid of the minus 50, add 50 to both sides. Okay, rewrite my new equation over here. The 50 and negative 50 cancel. All I have left is negative 11m equals 176. Last step, divide. All right. Negative 11 divided by negative 11 cancels out. M equals 176 divided by negative 11 is negative 16. And we're going to try one more. You guys take a moment and try number 5. Okay, see how you did. So again, first step is get rid of grouping symbols. So I've got parentheses here, and I have a number in front of it. I have a negative 6. So I have to distribute. Negative 6 times the 2x, negative 6 times the 5. All right, so there's nothing to do on the left side of the equation. Didn't do anything to the 10x. Negative 6 times 2x is negative 12, so minus 12x. Negative 6 times 5 is negative 30, so I put minus 30. All right, so again, step 1, we got rid of parentheses. Step 2, combine like terms. There's nothing to do on the left side. On the right side of the equation, I see two expressions, two terms with x in it. I'm going to combine those. So I'm going to have 20 equals 10x minus 12x minus 30 on the end. And then once again, you're going to get x by itself in the reverse order of operations. It's negative 2 times x minus 30. So again, we're doing it in the reverse order, so we get rid of minus first. So add 30 on both sides. And on the left side, we get 50. Right side, the minus 30 and plus 30 cancel, and you're left right here with this negative 2x. And the last step, it's negative 2 times x, so we do the opposite of times. We divide by negative 2, and we get x equals negative 25.